why should you know your own values, strengths, and weaknesses for yourself and also talk about it more often? I'm going to give you two important perspectives on that, okay? Starting with the first one, you knowing what you really value, your strengths and weaknesses. Let me give you an example here. Let's say working on Excels, working on formula, working on statistics on an Excel workbook, worksheet. Let's say it's not your strength, okay? And you keep at it for long enough. What do you think is going to happen? What may happen is you may kind of, reduce your own self-confidence, your own self-worth. You might think that, hey, you know what? I'm not built for this. I'm not good enough for this. And if you have that thought in your mind, whenever in the future, when you tend to try something else that's new for you, this is the thought that will come, hey, I could not do the Excel. Therefore, I might not be able to do this as well. I hope this is making sense, right? So what can you do with this? One of the important things you can do when you know what are your weaknesses are, is that you can start delegating those things. And I totally understand that there can be some situations where you cannot delegate things. There might be different approaches to that, but if that's possible, if delegation is an option, please go for it. Start delegating things that are kind of your weaknesses, or you might need a lot more time for you to naturally learn that. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part is, why should you talk more often about your values, your strengths and weaknesses? Let's take the same example of, let's say, your boss, someone whom you report to. Let's say he gives consistently and constantly Excel work for you. He says, hey, I want you to constantly work on this, and I just want you to complete a statistical data or a report through this. What's going to happen for you? You already know that's kind of an area of weakness that you have. And since you have not spoken about it more often with your boss or even with your family members when it comes to your values, your likings and your dislikes, other people are also going to evaluate you based on your weaknesses. Things that you actually do not like to do, things that you do not want to do. And in a work kind of a scenario, what's going to happen because of that is everything is correlated to your performance, your appraisals and your growth within the organization. So if people are constantly evaluating you based on what you do not like to do, based on your weaknesses, well, your chance of growth and getting to the next level becomes a challenge. What's the solution? One of the habits that I coach a lot of working professionals on is the habit of demonstrating courage. Demonstrating courage does not mean that you have to go and grab a bull by its horn. Demonstrating courage is about you truly knowing who you are, what you stand for, what are your values, strengths, weaknesses, things you like to do, things you do not like to do, your own identity, your own why, so on and so forth. And then constantly talking about that, so that you get assigned things that you're naturally good at or something that naturally you gravitate towards, and therefore have more chances of higher and faster growth in different areas of your life. Okay, I hope this is making sense. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll also leave a link below through which you can definitely be part of my live masterclass, where I teach you and coach you on exactly what are those processes that you can follow through which you can start building your confidence, your clarity and your courage. Thank you so much for staying in touch with me here. This is Karthik signing off. I'll catch you soon in the next one.